Hi, welcome to Orchids with Barney and this video on Phalaenopsis luddemanniana, which is a species of Phalaenopsis that is endemic to the Philippines. It's got these really beautiful flowers with this sort of lines, this barring on it. This one's got quite unusual colouring. The colour is coming out fairly true on the camera to what the colour you see in real life. It's almost got a bit of carulia, sort of that bluish purple tinge to the centre. And I have to say, I mean, the colouring can be a lot more vibrant. It's first flowering, it's not amazing, the colouring on it, but I'm still quite happy with it. And this species is actually really good as species go for its floriferousness. So this is 2 flowers on 1 short spike, and there is another flower spike just forming here. So that will produce obviously lots more flowers, and then this spike should also continue to elongate and continue to produce flowers. So I've already got sort of two spikes, which should be joined in years to come by more spikes, and the spikes tend to remain active for a long time. So you can end up with sort of a cascade of flowers. They tend to be arching over spikes. So it's a really very good species to be growing for floriferousness. Has a lovely fragrance. It's that kind of floral grape candy type of smell. Very much more fragrant in the morning. It's now the afternoon. It's not particularly fragrant now, it's lightly fragrant, but in the morning when I open the grow tent, the fragrance fills up the grow tent. So it's actually very nicely fragrant, which is what makes it a keeper for me. I love the frilling on the lip. Can you just see on the right? Well, both flowers actually, you can see in this shot, have got that. The little hairs on the lips, quite unusual. Really very pretty flowers. I would really prefer if it was for kind of very vibrantly coloured ones, but you know, this is the first flowering, so maybe the flower colours could come out a bit more vibrant in future flowering. Either way, I'm very happy. And you can see it's quite a compact plant. It's my hand. It's not a huge, great big Phalaenopsis. I'm growing it in a very airy mix. What this likes, being from the Philippines, warmth all year round, kind of low to medium light. You can see it's got light green leaves, which is a good sign. If the leaves go dark green, it's a bit too dark. And reasonably high humidity, but with good airflow, so you don't risk fungal infection, and rapid drying between watering. So I'm growing it, like I do most of my orchids, in a mixture of rock wool and hydroleca. And so what I'll do is I'll water it. Most of the time when I water, I let a little bit of water sit in here and it's dry within a couple of days. You can see that this coloration means the root is still damp, whereas the white ones have dried, so you know I'm not going to water it again until it's fully dried out. And what I do every couple of weeks is I flush it completely, so I run just pure water through and flush so that salts don't build up too much, and then the root should remain healthy for a long time. And because it's a monopodial, it's going to stay in this pot really forever is my plan. And so the roots, it's easier if they're growing into an inorganic grow media which will not break down over time, and that means I never need to repot it, which makes its culture a lot more easy. And I have to say, it's had prodigious root growth. I got it in last fall. It's now early April. It has produced this new leaf and the 2 flower spikes, and the flowers are now open. They were quite slow to grow, the flower spikes, in my grow tent, but now this one's elongating it a little bit quicker. I've increased the day length a bit, and it will go outside for summer here in Washington DC, because the summers are quite warm and humid, in a shady spot which it should enjoy. I'll probably have it hanging and just give it a water every couple of days, because it'll dry out fairly quickly, and hopefully we'll have a good summer of growth. But this is Phalaenopsis luddemanniana. Really gorgeous fragrance on it, lovely markings. I love the markings on the petal. It's really striking and unusual. Gorgeous little sort of furry lip, and a very easy species to grow if you've got the right warmth, light, and humidity for it. It can adapt to lower humidity in a house as well, so it's not hugely fussy that way either. So a great species to grow. Will eventually have loads of flower spikes, loads of flowers, and it produces kikis, like little baby plants, on the flower spikes. So then you can sort of leave them on, and those kikis will grow bigger and then flower themselves, or you can break them off when they've got a few roots, and you'll have a clonal plant of your, a nice plant like this. And the flower spikes, like many of the species Phalaenopsis, which sort of do the sequential flowering, they remain green for many years and continue to grow longer and produce more flowers. So never cut off the flower spikes if they are green, only cut them off if they go brown. But that's it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Happy orchid growing. This is Orchids with Barney.